Hi, welcome to Lee on the Lectionary, and this week we're looking at the lectionary readings for the first Sunday after Trinity in Year A, and those readings are Matthew chapter 10 verses 24 to 39, Romans chapter 6 verses 1 to 11, and Jeremiah 20 verses 7 to 13. The readings this week are about identity and identification, how our new life in union with Christ cuts us off from the world, the flesh, and the devil, and how painful that disconnect can be. The Gospel reading emphasises that being disciples of Jesus is a radical calling which takes priority over all our other relationships and commitments. A disciple and their teacher will be identified together even as the one imitates the other. To get our prepositions straight, we are not above our master, but in him, and if in him, then like him as far as others are concerned. We will be maligned along with him because of our close association. Yet that is not something of which to be afraid, for our master is a loving and caring father, and we should not censor ourselves nor keep quiet about him for fear of others. As a military friend of mine said to me once, hurt and fear are minefields in which the enemy spiritually eviscerates many believers. Since he had just surveyed the D-Day battlefields in Normandy, the image had some resonance and power. Realistically, there will be division on earth if our primary focus is on our Father in heaven. It will even set members of the same family against each other, Jesus said. But a Christian's primary identity is no longer their earthly family. The one we are to love above all others and acknowledge before all is the one who took up his cross for our sake, to show us the way to life, a path out of the minefield. In Romans chapter 6, Paul's basic point is that if we are Christians, we are cut off from sin because of our new identification with the one who died to sin. God's grace, his undeserved favour towards us, does not give us an excuse to wallow in our sin. We have been baptized into Christ, completely identified with him. That outward physical sign points us to an inward and spiritual reality. As far as sin is concerned, we are as dead as Jesus was on Good Friday as they laid him in a tomb. He died to take the punishment that we deserve for our sin. He lived the life we could not live and died the death that we deserve. But he didn't. There are times when we may doubt it, when walking in newness of life with Jesus day by day isn't going as well as we would like it to, and when troubles come in battalions to knock us off course. But if we are with Christ, in him, immersed in him, he is not going to let us go. We are bound together, and so must consider ourselves dead to sin and alive to God. He is our new King, so sin does not reign over our bodies in the here and now, and in the life to come, it will have no dominion over us. Sin will not win. It is not the final victor, and so we resist its claims of sovereignty over us because of the prior claims of another. Jeremiah reflects some of this alluring power of grace in the Old Testament reading. When the Lord overpowers and entices us, drawing us to himself, others may mock and heap scorn upon us. But something like a burning fire deep within our bones compels us to go on speaking and identifying ourselves with his word. Amidst denunciation and attempts to charm us away, we can sing of his deliverance and know that persecution will not, in the end, succeed.